been a struggle ever since I remember. I've been battling the beast since the 10th of December 1980, the day I broke out my mother's womb, screaming and raging, just a baby, set for a life of misery and pain, growing up without God and blaspheming His name. Things just got worse every single day, day by day. Living felt so strange. My mom's and my pops drank, they smoked, they were stressed and provoked. We were living poor, they couldn't buy me any clothes. I always wanted more and more, what we couldn't afford. Pops work, but could barely pay the rent. His heart hurt, moms were stressed with an empty purse. They're getting old, worse came to worse, and everything was sold. Every single day was like hell when I went to school. I was beat up and tortured, thrown around the room, called all kinds of names cause I wasn't wearing brand names. I was born with FAS, full of alcohol and nicotine from cigarettes. Abused by society and called less. My head was always down and my eyes looked devilish. I had no friends, those who were always left. I grew up at 141 West Street in Lawrence, Mass.
Close your weary eyes and drift away. It's alright. I'll be here until the break of day brings the light.
Me and my fam were kicked out, we had to move to my sister's house. And one night, Pop screamed out, called the ambulance. Struggled for a while, hit the floor and fell dead. Everybody crying, I looked in his eyes and thought, why? 20 minutes later, the ambulance arrived. We called the rest of the fam. Mom's scared, say goodbye to your father. You have one last chance, one last glance. It really caught us all unprepared. I felt a piece of my heart tear, but still I got my mom's here. Things remain hard, I was doing poorly in school. Me and my mom's moved to another house, hoping things would improve, but no, things just got worse. I mean, worse than all. Mom was sitting on the couch, minding her own. She started shaking. Mom, what's wrong? I went crazy, banging on the wall. Sister called the doctor, pick her up. 2 hours later, doctor says she got an aneurysm. She won't make it, and if she does, she'll never be the same again. I'm like, nah, there goes another piece of my heart. My aunt and my uncle told the doctor, pull the plug. Now I'm all alone. My fam's like, no, you're not. I was a bad kid. Every day was like madness. I didn't understand half of it. So my sister Debbie took me in, house to house is how I lived. I had such a hard time with this.
Close your weary eyes and drift away. It's alright. I'll be here until the break of day brings the light.
I was always arguing with my sister's husbands, acting like I was a tough kid, but I was nothing. I was into all kinds of good for nothings, bad influences, immorality, and ugliness. But I never expected what was coming. God came down and took me out of it. I met a woman online, we swapped pictures and talked all the time. We fell in love. She taught me all about the God of above and her religion. I was interested, so I decided to visit. It was kinda like God planned all of it, like I had no control over what I did. I guess I felt like a puppet. She took me to the Behang the San Juan shrine. It felt like the beginning of my new life. Time for me to shine, now I call the woman my wife. Now I understand, now I realize what it's all about. After all this time, I started to change, to an angel from a snake, from the lost to the found. I looked at the mural of Jesus, knelt down. I started to cry, put my hands to the ground. Now I know why, now I know why life was hard. I know why my parents died, I know why God is all just, He knows what's right. He pulled me out of the dark and brought me into the light. I was baptized and confirmed, received communion at St. Louis Catholic Church. I thank God for putting me on this earth. I thank God for all the pain and the hurt. Thanks be to God for letting me learn life is precious. Things were hard, I'm really ready to forgive and forget. I'm ready for my trip to heaven. 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 I'm ready for